violence. He that keepeth his mouth, knowing when to be quiet, keepeth his life. Sometimes brothers have said things, or people, brothers and sisters have said something, children said something, that you know, poop, they gone. He that keepeth his mouth, keepeth his life. But he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. That's why you got to know when to speak. Sometimes it's better not to say nothing in a situation. Especially nowadays, people be strapped. What you gonna do when they come for you? We're going to Proverbs 18 and 6. That's why this is discipline. Sometimes it's better just to listen, even though we know what we know. But listening is an honor and responsibility, remember? Some people can't listen. They can't hear very well.
Has joined.
Proverbs 18 and 6. A fool's lips enter into contention. So a fool's lips, their words gonna enter into contention. Always starting a quarrel or argument, some kind of fight, verbally or could be physically. A fool's lips, what he says, enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. Say, a fool's mouth is his destruction. What you say. You know, a fool, you can't tell him nothing. You can't instruct him. That's where we read that. You can't tell a fool nothing. But a fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. You can't say nothing to him. So it's saying, hey, what he said, you're gonna be destroyed. The words of a talebearer are as wounds. Somebody running around telling everybody's business. Say there's wounds, man. Like you'd have been cut wide open. It's like wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Oh. Look, jump up to verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You hear that? Running your mouth. That's why you got to know when to be quiet. I did a lesson on that. Know when to shut up. Say death and life are in the power of the tongue. Sometimes you don't say anything. Save your life. Or your pride rises up and you got to say something. Next thing you know, you're taken out. You can be taken out. What did it say? Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. What you find is what? Like I say, you got two choices. Choose life or death. That's why he said death and life. Either be killed or you live through it. Are in the power of the tongue and what you say. Sometimes you got to know what to say to get yourself out of death so you can have this life. Oh yeah, those scenarios are for real. Proverbs 15 and 10. It's about wisdom and discipline. Proverbs 15 and 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. See, to correct someone according to the scripture, it's like, you know, it's amazing, like how we have went through all these years and years and years of studying, but when the book is closed, all of a sudden now, you can't really tell people anything. People are so sensitive or they touchy, you know, they don't really want to be told what's right according to the Most High. And it's being written in the books. That's why we have to really look at changing, becoming a new creature, being born again in righteousness before the Most High, and not just before people, because, you know, trusting in man, it's going to be your downfall. Trust in the Most High. That's why I say correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. And he that hateth reproof shall die. I mean, you know, you love people. I guess everybody don't love Yasharallah like they should. But if people know you love them, then you should be able to correct them. Like you have a child, you correct your child because you love them. You don't want to see them die. Most I telling you this. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. And he that hateth reproof shall die. That death is being thrown in the lake of fire. Everybody died. A lot of people died, but to die and be thrown in the lake of fire, because you can't be corrected with the truth. Because some people done died and they might have the opportunity to come to deal with this. But we that have this truth, he say we're going to be beat with more stripes than those that don't know. Because he thought enough of us to bring us out of darkness into this marvelous light. To show us a little bit of himself that most people in the world don't know. They don't know what you know. That's why his correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. Machar Bashai said, I'm the way. So they forsake following the example that he left us to follow. They don't want to follow that. It's grievous. You know what the Most High said. 1 John 5:3. But this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So you tell them the right way. The whole book is commandments. The whole Bible is commandments. You want to look at it in that aspect. You know, we say 613, but the whole Bible is giving us commandments. You don't see nowhere where he said, do this, try and do this. Maybe you could do this. You don't hear that. It's about do this. This result of you doing this. You don't want to do it? Okay. Die. What does it say? Die. It says, the way of the correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. He said, he that hateth reproof shall die. Shall die. Shall die. Shall die. Hell and destruction are before the Most High. Hear that? Hell and destruction being thrown in the lake of fire is before the Most High. How much more then the hearts of the children of men, the minds of the children of men, a scorner loveth not one that reproveth him. They're going to get attitude. They're going to go back and forth with you. They don't want you to reprove them. Neither will he go unto the wise. They're going to ask no questions about what's the right way, because they're a scorner. They scoffing at the Most High. But they'll use man as an excuse. But they're really scoffing at the Most High. Well, this is his words. We didn't write a scripture in here. You don't see Preach Thawam or Thawam chapter 7, verse 9, 1 through 8 at all, or your name.